On January 5th of 2012, a mysterious image was posted to 4chan that would send users down one of the deepest rabbit holes the internet has ever known. The image was of white text on a black plain background stating,
"Hello, we are looking for highly intelligent individuals. To find them, we have devised a test. There is a message hidden in this image. Find it and it will lead you on the road to finding us. We look forward to meeting the few that will make it all the way through. Good luck, 3301.
This image would send waves of people on the hunt to figure out exactly what this was, and more importantly, who was behind this post. Those trying to solve this puzzle would try different methods to solve the mystery. Users began to open the file in a text editing application called Notepad. The text would read, Tiberius Claudius Caesar, which led solvers to think the message was encrypted using a Caesar cipher. This is also often referred to as a shift cipher, that is a type of substitution cipher in which each letter in the plain text is replaced by a letter some fixed number of positions down the alphabet. They soon realized Claudius Caesar was the 4th Roman emperor, so 4 letter shifts back, and those who were able to solve the cipher uncovered a URL which would lead you to this image. Whoops, just decoys this way. Looks like you can't guess how to get the message out. Now I'm sure this image led many people to believe that this was all just a simple game to lead you to this dead end. Like before, there were clues in the image. The 2 key words here are guess and out. Users solved the riddle that they had to use the tool outguess to unlock what was hidden in the image source code. Once the source code was extracted, another message was revealed. It gave a link to a Reddit post and a book cipher. A book cipher is one that consists of numbers that reference different pages, lines, or letters in a specific book. This subreddit would contain multiple posts of encrypted text and 2 images. These images will include one of the most important pieces of information from this whole mystery. One of the images was that of a welcome mat. When this image was ran through Outguess, this message was revealed.
From here on out, we will cryptographically sign all messages with this key. It is available on the MIT key servers. Patience is a virtue.
The creators knew that there would be imposters that would flood the internet, and adding the signature to the images would avoid dead ends in this hunt. The second image was a stereogram image of King Arthur and the Holy Grail. The outguess message stated,
"The key has always been right in front of your eyes. This isn't the quest for the Holy Grail. Stop making it more difficult than it is. Good luck."
Before this, everyone was stumped, and no one had seemed to be able to make it past this hurdle. The header of the page that had Mayan numerals, and those proved to be the key to solving this mystery. The numbers were translated into a series of numbers. The numbers were used to shift the letters in the Reddit post that finally revealed the name of the book, The Mabinogion, which is a tale about King Arthur, the Knights of the Round Table, and the hunt for the Holy Grail. Applying the book code and using the book cipher tool, solvers were able to get this message. Call us at telephone number 214-390608. When calling this number, you would hear this message.
Very good. You have done well. There are 3 prime numbers associated with the original final .jpg image. 3301 is one of them. You will have to find the other 2. Multiply all 3 of these numbers together and add a .com on the end to find the next step. Good luck. Goodbye.
Solvers headed back to the original picture and figured out that the pixel height and width of 509 and 503 multiplied by 3301 resulted in getting the numbers 845, 145, 127. This led them to a website that had an image of a cicada and a countdown timer. The image was placed in Outguess, and another coded message was revealed stating, "Check back at 1700 on Monday the 9th, January 2012. Those that made it to this far in the puzzle eagerly awaited to see what was next. Once the countdown was over, the page was updated and a list of coordinates including places such as California, Australia, Hawaii, South Korea, Poland, and others. When this image was placed in Outguess, it would give even more coordinates. This sent those that lived close by out into the real world to find what was in store for them. In each of these locations, an image of a cicada along with a QR code was taped up. When the QR code was scanned, everyone realized that there were two different versions of this poster leading to two different messages. They led to a book and two parts of a book cipher to unlock the next piece of the puzzle, and a warning message that stated,
They have shared too much information. They want the best and not the followers, and only the first few will receive the prize.
Once the book code was deciphered, it revealed another link to yet another website. If it doesn't look familiar to you, then you are not familiar with the dark web. In order to access the dark web for your safety, you need specific software. I will dive deeper into this topic in another video. The reason the dark web is used is because websites are virtually untraceable and anonymous. This is where the mystery of Cicada went out of the public eye. Once users visited this website, they were met with this message.
Congratulations. Please create a new email address with a public free web-based service, one you've never used before, and enter it below. We recommend you do this while still using Tor. We will email you a number in the next few days. Once you received it, come back to the site and append a / and then the number you received to this URL.
The email that was received was yet another code that needed to be cracked, and a message stating not to collaborate or share their number or they will be disqualified from entering. Those that passed this stage were welcome into Cicada servers. What happened after this is truly unknown and unconfirmed, but there are some stories out there from those that have claimed to make it to the stage that we will go over at the end of the video. Those that didn't make it in were met with a message on Reddit stating,
Hello. We have now found the individuals we sought. Thus, our month-long journey ends, for now. Thank you for your dedication and effort. If you were unable to complete the test or did not receive an email, do not despair. There will be more opportunities like this one. Thank you all. 3301.
After this was silence and a lot of unanswered questions, until exactly 1 year later from the original post.
Hello again. Our search for intelligent individuals now continues. The first clue is hidden within this image. Find it and we'll lead you on the road to finding us. We look forward to meeting the few that will make it all the way through. Good luck, 3301.
Now, just like the first set of puzzles, the image contained a hidden message. The hidden message led to a book titled The Book of Law along with a book code, and the book code led to a link. The link led to a Dropbox file. When booted, you would get this message.
The key is all around you. Good luck.
Once the system files were extracted, the name to a song titled The Instar Emergence by 3301 appeared. The song goes as follows. Along with the song was a Twitter account that had been active for some time and which is still on Twitter to this day. Cicada seemed to be using a bot to post all the tweets first every 5 minutes, then every 4 minutes, and so on. Everyone hit a brick wall at this point and were unable to move forward from this puzzle until someone miraculously used the MP3 file of the Instar Emergence and XOR'd it with the E-file produced by the tweets. The results was the JPEG of this ruin table. This ruin table would seem useless for quite some time, but when the image was ran through Outguess, this message would appear. Once they were able to crack the hidden message, it was revealed to give them an Onion website and said, "We shall await you there. Good luck." In order to access the true page, you had to use a Tor network and get on the dark web. Once on the True Onion site, they were greeted with a telnet server that was able to take a few commands like hello, count, and any number. The image on screen would be received by typing in hint or clue. If users typed in hello into the command prompt, they would receive another page, and after XORing that page, they got this message.
Very good. You have done well to come this far. Good luck.
Once the second Onion site was reached, they were met with this message.
You already have everything you need to continue. Sometimes one must knock on the sky and listen to the sound. Good luck.
Once it was figured out that they needed to ping the website IP address, each ping produced data bytes which were combined to create this message and yet another Onion site. Once on the third Onion site, they were met with a message saying stand by for coordinates. Once the coordinates were released, those that were close were able to get to the posters, but this time each poster had a different phone number along with an access code. Each of these numbers always ended in a 1033 or a 3301. Unlike the first group of puzzles, this second one was limiting who could make it to the next round. Upon calling the number and inputting the access code, they were given a string of text that gave them another onion site. Once they reached this next onion site, they had to input an email address and were given a timed test. If the test was submitted in the time, they moved on to the next step and they received this email 2 weeks later. This is the same email that was received by those that were the first winners. Those that met the criteria were accepted into Cicada, but not much is known about anything past this point. This brought the conclusion of the second puzzle. This time there was no post stating they found who they needed, there was only silence. Until January 6th of 2014, Cicada's Twitter page would post a message.
Hello, Epiphany is upon you. Your pilgrimage has begun, enlightenment awaits.
Once this was ran through Outguess, and this appeared with this phrase in another book code. Once the book code was discovered to be Self-Reliance by Ralph Emerson, they used the code to extract an onion site. Once they got to the site, they were met with this page. After decoding the message, they got sent to another onion site. This would eventually lead them to a JPEG of a book titled Liber Primus, which means first book. This process would be repeated over and over again, giving more pages to the book as more was discovered. After this, the trail went cold, and everyone was left with these pages with ruins to be decoded. Up until this day, majority of this book has not been decoded. One of the pages that was solved was full of numbers that were supposed to lead to an onion site on the dark web, but no one has ever been able to locate this page. Many awaited communication from Cicada, but January of 2015 and 2016 came and there was nothing from them concerning any new puzzles. A group claiming to be Cicada made cyber attacks on Planned Parenthood, but Cicada did release a message in July of 2015 saying this attack had nothing to do with them, but only this attack was addressed in the message. The last message that has been confirmed by Cicada was in 2017, stating,
Hello, the path lies empty. Epiphany seeks the devoted. Liber Primus is the way. Its words are the map, their meaning is the road, and their numbers are the direction. Seek, and you will be found. Good luck.
Ever since that last message, there has only been silence. So who exactly is behind Cicada 3301, and what about the winners that got invited to join them? First, let's go over one of those that have claimed to be invited to the secret group. I read a lot of stories about people claiming to have won, but Marcus Warner is the one who gave the most information. There is a full Rolling Stone magazine article on him and his journey solving Cicada. He was one of the ones that received this email from Cicada I went over early in the video. Once he received his welcome email from Cicada, they led him to a website on the dark net that had a chat forum with what he counted to be 20 other recruits and some claiming to be official Cicada members. Now, any information given at this point is unverifiable, so take it with a grain of salt. Those that were in the forum tried to get as much answered about Cicada that they could, but to really no results. The winners were really there to help increase privacy and security. They chatted in the forum for a few weeks and decided to make a program to help protect whistleblowers that leaked information that they believed should be common knowledge. As time went on, Marcus claimed that less of them would log on to help with the software, and eventually he was the only one left. One day he logged onto the website, but it was gone. No warning from Cicada at all, and they seemed to have vanished along with the project they were working on. Marcus said he stored the code for the program on his computer and uploaded it to the dark net, hoping someone would find it one day and complete it. After a few years of being silent, he decided to share his story. Without a way to prove or disprove his story, we could never know for certain of what exactly happened on the dark net with the winners of Cicada. No one else has really come forward with any new or good information, so we are left with what little we know about Cicada from all the verified posts and emails, but there are plenty of theories of who Cicada 3301 could be. One theory is that this was just an ARG or alternate reality game. Companies like Google, who posted billboards asking people to decode the message, and those that did would be fast-tracked to being hired with the company, or when the release of Halo 2 came around, there was an ARG that went along with that. But this doesn't seem to be the case with Cicada. Since its original post, there has never been any monetization purpose behind it. No merch, no books for sale, or no game that came out after all the puzzles. Since the last message, there has only been silence. Plus the fact that they sent people onto the dark web to solve a lot of these puzzles makes me believe that there is zero chance that this is just an elaborate ARG. Some people believe it could be a government agency. This could make some sense, but the fact that when the posters were released out in the real world, they were literally all over the world. Unless this is some secret world government, one country wouldn't risk an infiltration of an outsider from another country into the inner workings of that country's government agency. But in the first email to the winners of the first round, it doesn't seem like the government of any country would be solely focused on liberty, privacy, and security. And they definitely wouldn't want a program that would protect those that leaked information. So from my research and pondering of all this, it seems more than likely that Cicada is remnants of the cypherpunk movement. The cypherpunks believe that privacy is not secrecy, and that privacy is a power to selectively reveal oneself to the world. They also believe in defending our privacy with cryptography, with anonymous mail forwarding systems, with digital signatures, and with electronic money. Jacob Applebaum was a cypherpunk member who was one of the developers of the anonymous web browser Tor, which uses the onion websites on the dark web. All of this seems too similar to Cicada to not be connected in some way. Maybe Cicada isn't exactly cypherpunk, but those that are or were cypherpunk members more than likely are members of Cicada. The ideology of both groups is too similar to deny. One thing we do know for certain is that Cicada is in no rush with this third puzzle, and they don't seem to be giving any new clues or info until this third puzzle is solved. Until that day comes, or one of these Cicada members comes forward with a legit way to prove they were part of the mysterious group, all we can really do at this point is speculate on the internet mystery surrounding Cicada 3301.